Hey everyone, I am back. It's been a wild ride for the last few weeks, so I think we are due for an update and a shorter practice session. So I know that normally I practice for about an hour, but I can feel that I physically cannot do that. So we are going to work up to it this week. I am going to focus on half an hour practice sessions. And yeah, I think I will, very soon explain what has transpired. I did intend on coming back much sooner. I intended on coming back as soon as pretty much a few days after coming back from the convention, but that obviously did not happen. So I do need to, I don't have to explain to you guys, but I kind of treat these streams as a bit of a record of my life. And I personally would like to put it on the record what happened. So first off, I need to say hello to all of you guys. Hello, Henry. It was awesome hanging out with you at the convention. Hello, Susie, BNA Bound. Hello, Canuck Fluter. Sean, how are you? Miguel, it was also great to hang out with you. How are you? Phantom, it was amazing to hang out with you. Like, you were one of the first people to say hi. Within the first 5 people to say hi. Phantom, do I have your permission to show your gift to me on stream? I have it off camera here. I just want to make sure I have your consent to show it if you're okay with it. Hello, Jasmine. Blue Moon, hello. Hello, Jody. Let's see. Megan, hi. Hello again. So let's see. Henry, you're moving to SoCal tomorrow. Woo! All the best. Make sure you are drink enough water. It's very warm. Okay. Make sure you're in good health. Okay. As you move, make sure you do things in a good rhythm. All right. So, Phantom, you are okay with it. Fantastic. So Phantom Flutist here in the chat gifted me this. Is this not freaking amazing? As you can see, Phantom, I took good care of it. Unfortunately, the corners got a little bit banged up on the ride back home, but yeah, I keep this here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It just kind of makes me remember why I'm doing this and what I'm doing it for. So, right? Isn't this amazing? So Phantom Flutist here in the chat drew this and gave it to me at the convention. So thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anyone? I don't think. Oh, Courtney, hi. Hello. Nearly missed you, but I didn't. Hello, how are you? I know, guys. Isn't this so good? It's so good. Oh man, I love it. So, I think I would like to give you guys an update. The last few weeks have been high highs and low lows. So the high was at the convention. The convention was amazing. The best part was meeting all of you. That was the absolute best part. I got to meet so many of you. It was pretty much nonstop. So from essentially one building away from the convention center, yeah, I got stopped so many times, nonstop, pretty much. And because of that, I was able to have meals with some of you. Because you guys would just be hanging around and I'm like, hey, it's time to get some food. What are you guys doing? And it was amazing to spend that time with you guys. and really hear what you guys want to hear from me, like direct from your mouths. It's very different than getting feedback, online. Getting feedback in person, you get so much more of like the real deal. And yes, wasting away in Margaritaville. I still have my receipt from Margaritaville. Connor has his Nuvo 2 out in my honor. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate it. Takes 2 to 3 weeks to recover for you. Show the receipt. No, I will not show the receipt. It's on the floor, but it has identifying information on it. So I did not actually get a margarita at Margaritaville. I know that you guys are very, very so disappointed that I did not get a margarita at Margaritaville. By the way, Rogue, how are you doing? So it's because I went out for drinks with the Flute Center after. So I had to make sure that I had enough, like, I didn't want to be like pre-wasted before going. So, yeah. Oh, Courtney. Yeah. It was really, you were the one who came up to me after, like, from the other table. Is that right? That was you, right? It was wonderful. I thank you so much for coming up to me. I know that yes, okay, you were the one who came up to me from another table. Yeah. So, I want to make it completely like, I want to put it out there. I want to meet you. Okay. So if I am at a convention, or heck, if I'm at like your school or something, or, and you see me, please, and you want to say hi and chat, like, okay, if you don't want to say hi and you don't want to chat, I'm not going to force it on you guys. But if you guys want to hang out, you guys want to chat, I welcome it. Please come up to me. Please say hi. If I'm talking to other people and you want to catch me as well, please do the hover. Okay. Like, I know that it is like kind of socially not that accepted to hover, but I would rather see you hover within my line of sight so that I can see that, that you're waiting for me. So like, I would love to talk with you guys. So if ever I seem busy or with other people or something like that, please don't feel that you're bothering me. I really want, I would rather not miss you. Yeah, it was, the hover. Do the hover, okay? Hey, Michael, how are you? So, yeah, yes, you're friends with Sadie and Kobe. Yes, that's right. So, yeah. If I go to the Mid-Atlantic Flute Convention in 2025, it's 20 miles from your house. Wow, that's very close. So, yes, I've heard a lot about the Mid-Atlantic. I've heard a lot about it, especially this time that I was at the convention. A lot of people were talking about the Mid-Atlantic, so I'm curious about it. I'm definitely curious about it. So yeah, that was amazing. I think seriously the best part was talking with you guys, just nonstop talking with you guys. Like even outside of my meet and greet hours, it was pretty much just nonstop talking to you guys, and it was fantastic. Just hearing you guys' like successes, what you're pursuing. I was hearing like a few of you were pursuing like degrees and theses on like diversity, very interesting niche topics that are perfect to write a thesis or a dissertation on. A lot of you guys are pursuing your masters and really going into a lot of like postgraduate work and stuff like that. And a lot of you, like, I think the most common thing was you guys told me that you grew up with my videos. So I'm so flattered. But also I just really want to tell you guys that I told as many of you as I could in person, but I just want to reiterate it here. I am so proud of all of you who have, grown up with my videos and have really pursued this as your career. And even if you have not pursued this as your career, if you have pursued this as a very serious side hustle, side hobby, side whatever for yourself thing, I don't care what you have done with the flute. I don't care what you have done with music. Whatever you have done, I am so proud of you. I'm proud of like what you have accomplished for yourself. I'm so proud of the fact that you guys enjoy this and that you guys are really pursuing this for whatever reason in whatever capacity that is best for you. I just want to make it very clear that it really doesn't matter how you pursue music. It doesn't matter if it's a side thing. It doesn't matter if it's a hobby. It doesn't matter if it's your career. It doesn't matter how you do it in your career, whether you're a teacher, performer, session recorder, like a session artist, or, whatever is all the in between. Like if you do admin stuff for, for like, I don't know, an orchestra or whatever, or who cares? It doesn't matter. In whatever capacity that you are doing music in, I don't care. I just want you to know that I love you all and I'm so proud of you. So, thank you, Michael. Oh, hey, Shroom VR. So it's Ryan, is it? So I see you switched up your name again. You got to play in your teacher's open hole flute. Hey, that sounds fun. Wonderful. Okay, great. So, I don't have a water sip command. I should have that, shouldn't I? But anyway, it was amazing. And thank you all. I did also get to connect with people on a professional level. So I met quite a number of people that I would not really have a chance in another capacity to meet. I did meet Tobias Manka, the maker of my Manka head joint. And he told me that he has seen my content, which is, I'm just like, I met Di Zhao, a total sweetheart, and just wonderful. I met the maker of the Weissman cases. I asked him for I guess you guys know I'm really serious about this, but I asked him, I have no idea why I would ask for it, but I asked for a C-foot joint little extension piece to put into my case. Yeah, guys, I have no idea why I would do that. But he gave this to me for free. Super nice guy. And yeah, this is my swag. This is my swag from the Flute Center. Not the Flute Center, when I'm saying the Flute Convention. There we go. And yeah, yes, Manka was so friendly. Everyone was saying, Manka, if you see this, Toby, if you see this, everyone thinks that you have what the kids call Riz. Charisma. I didn't get to talk to Mr. Nagahara. I couldn't get to everyone. It's freaking crazy. Yeah. Oh, yes. I met up with Heidi. Heidi was such a sweetheart. And just so loving, And yeah. I've been wanting to try the new version of the Mini. Yeah. So do we have upcoming vids from the convention? Yes, you do. However, I have to just put it out there. I did not feel comfortable turning on the video part of my my phone camera while meeting subscribers, because I felt that would take away from the genuine meetup. Like, I didn't want it to be performative. So what I did instead was take pictures with everyone. So I took pictures with everyone. For some people, I was I just didn't have the forethought to ask for consent to put the pictures in my my video, but I did get some of you guys' contact through Instagram, so I have been able to ask some people for permission to put your photos into my vlog. So that is going to be the trade-off. I will talk about my experience, kind of similar to what I just did right now. So this is kind of my rehearsal for that video. And, you know, so yeah, because I really don't want to take away from the genuine, authentic meet up, like us meeting together and chatting, because there are things that I ended up chatting with my subscribers that, you know, are very personal to their lives. And I felt that it would be very disrespectful to like have a camera filming while we were talking about real life things. So yeah, yes, I did take that video at the Windy Fender. And Henry, you're okay with the clip of you doing it going into my vlog, right? I think you mentioned that was okay. But yeah, so it was what a crazy event. Yeah, I did not expect to be stopped as much as I was, and I have to admit, I really loved it, not because it made me feel famous, but because I finally get to talk to you guys in person. Like, I get to hear your tone of voice. I get to hear your experience. You know, like, you can talk about your experience in such a way that you cannot, like, even in the live chat here. So I'm good to use that. Okay, great. Thank you, Henry. So yeah, it was crazy in the best way. Yeah, it definitely kind of lit a fire under my butt to like get more content out to you guys. So it lit that fire under my butt. Then I came home. And then John's skin flared the worst that it has in this entire year. So the severity of it was even worse than when we came back from Singapore. That one pretty much healed in a week. This one has been persistent and it is rough. Last night was the first night since before the convention that I have slept through the entire night. So that just kind of gives you guys an idea of just how bad it was. And that's why I made a mention the week after I came back from the convention. I made a mention on Discord. I didn't put it out into the wider social media because I did not have the energy to deal with too many messages coming in as a response to me saying that we're not doing well. So I left it on Discord though, because I find that you guys on Discord, you guys are not, I think I don't feel pressured when I get messages from you guys wishing me well and stuff like that. I think you guys understand how I work, in that I really kind of need a way out to not have to explain myself. And I just want to say I appreciate that. So you guys in the live chat here, and you guys in our Discord server, I really appreciate the fact that I never feel like I have to explain myself. And so because of that, I was comfortable enough to put onto the Discord server that we weren't doing well. So, hey Chris, how are you? So yeah, yeah, that was super rough. And I just released to members a video chronicling the last 3 years of caregiving for my husband and for his topical steroid withdrawal. And at the time that I shot the video and wrote the script out for it and stuff like that, at the time that I was doing that, I thought that we would not have to deal with the extent of what I talked about in that video, of the the suffering that we have been through. But in the last 2 weeks, that has been our reality. So this is actually one of the reasons why that video came out so late. It was supposed to come out in July, and I actually already had it completed before I went to the convention. But John was flaring so badly, and I personally feel compelled to have his consent to everything I say in the video before I publicized it, because that's the respectful thing to do. I could not find it within myself to make him watch that video while he and I were actively going through what I'm talking about in that video. He started to turn a corner this past weekend at about Sunday. And so I believe it was Sunday evening that John, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, that John watched the entire video. Apparently at 1.5 speeds. So if you guys don't have 45 minutes to watch it, watching it at 1.5 speed is apparently very comfortable. So you can do that on YouTube if you want to. But yeah. So I we had to kind of go through the worst part of this flare before before I was comfortable getting his consent to or getting his consent through having him watch this video. So it has come out now because I was checking when you guys are around the most, and it's weirdly Tuesdays and Wednesdays, pretty much during my workday. So you guys are around, it's like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is when you guys are online the most, which is hilarious to me. I think that's so funny. I think that's so opposite of how, normally it should be. But thank you, BNA. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so that was my low. So the high was the convention, and the low was the worst flare that we've had to deal with this year. I think it was the last time it was this bad was probably around summer of last year. So yeah, it's really rough each time. We lose a lot of sleep. There's a lot of panic attacks, a lot of anxiety attacks, all of the stuff that I talk about in the video, which the rest of you guys will be able to see tomorrow. So everything that I talked about in that video happened to us in the last 2 weeks. And yeah, kind of it's a cyclical nightmare. So, it's rough. Yeah. So, however, I think getting it out in a video form, getting all my thoughts organized and together, one, was really hard, but two, it was extremely healing. And I think going through a flare this time, I was a lot more aware of kind of what was happening to us mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because usually when you go through this type of thing, you're sort of only in survival mode. So you don't really 100% understand why you're feeling a certain way, etc. So thank you, Susie. I really appreciate it. It took a long time to write that script. I did write one script many months ago, recorded it, scrapped it, like actually had John listen to that one. He actually already okayed that one, but he made an interesting mention saying that I could go more graphic. So I did. But even with how graphic I went with this one, that it still only scratches the surface of how bad it can get. So I still don't go into the very graphic. But it already is. I think it's enough for people to get the gist of how bad it is. And yeah, I think I made the right choice. So I had to re-record the entire voiceover, which took a really long time, and it was very taxing on my voice. And filmed me typing it out. So I typed out the entire script on camera, as you will see or have seen. And yeah, so it was sort of a and then I had to edit it, and I did the subtitles as well. So if you put on the subtitles, you'll notice that they are like actually purposefully made subtitles. And they're not the auto-generated ones. So I think having to repeatedly go through that script over and over and over through written means, typing it out again, recording it multiple times, editing it, that was really tough on me mentally and emotionally last month, because I was primarily working on it for most of last month, but worth it. So yeah. Yeah. Yes, it takes a very long time to do subtitles. However, this time doing subtitles was pretty easy. I think I was able to get it done. I want to say it was like about 2 hours, something like that, which for a 45-minute video is very impressive. But it's because I had the whole completely like word for word script out. So I was literally just copying, pasting. So yeah, the copying and pasting definitely helps because you don't have to type everything out yourself. So yeah, it was, I felt that for such a video, it was important to have, the accessibility, like for, have that closed captioning, especially because I think, some people may have some trouble listening, for more so mental and emotional reasons. And because of that, I think some people would rather read. So that's why I did the subtitles. I have created a webpage on my website that I will probably upload tomorrow that has the full script there. So if someone wants to just read it instead of watching a video, then that might be a better alternative. So I'm just trying to put in as many different approaches, so that, just to be mindful of people's mental and emotional needs, while still being able to reach out to people who need to hear that they're not alone. So yeah, subtitles are crazy. So that's why that's why I kind of allow my videos to just have auto-generated subtitles. Is just because I don't have the manpower and the time to do subtitles for all of my videos. This one, however, it was important enough for me to do subtitles, especially because it had already a fully written out script. This is a particularly heavy video, so I think that it warrants, more different ways of accessing the content. So there you go. But yeah, I will definitely talk more about the convention in a separate video. But yeah, this is me, guys. This is me after 3 weeks of high highs and low lows. So yeah, I definitely had a huge reality check when I got back. And honestly, I'm very glad for it, because I think that ultimately my content is the way it is because I am a musician who lives a very, very normal, real life. And I think that allows me to relate to you guys in a way that is very special between us. So, yeah. What time is the video coming out tomorrow? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you're on Eastern time, it'll be noon. Thank you, Chris. For those of you guys who don't know and are looking at the chat, Ice EVV is a friend in real life. Chris. You'll often hear me referring to him as Chris. So, yeah. Hey, Henry, you passed your diagnostic music theory and history exams for your master's. Congratulations, everyone. Please, round of applause in the chat for Henry. That is major. That is crazy. I did not pass my history exam for my master's, like the entrance exam, because that's essentially what you have. You barely passed, but you passed. That's all that matters. And I failed the counterpoint part of my music theory and also the ear training part of my music theory. So you guys, when I say I'm just another flutist, I really mean it. There was nothing special about me. Like, especially with my education, nothing special about me, guys. But, you know, you follow your dream. My dream was to review flutes and teach people, and that is exactly what I'm doing. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, make it happen, do your thing, you know? So, yeah, my ear is horrible. Like, anyone who knows me in real life knows that I'm basically a tone deaf musician. It's actually kind of amazing that I can blend with people so well. So, yeah. Okay, so let's put the flute together, and we are going to do a really quick 30-minute practice session. I also came down with a head cold last week. It probably was just because so much lack of sleep. Like, I didn't actually get sick from the convention itself. I actually got sick from just like the nonstop TSW caregiving. So I was sick for a few days, but I'm well now, but I still have there's still some lingering. So I didn't want to be too hard on myself today. So we are going to do a 30-minute practice session. Woo! So, okay. I think what I'll do here is okay. We are going to get this started, shall we? So, we're mostly just going to be running through the checklist rather than really practicing. So we will treat this as sort of like a evaluation type of thing. Yeah, give us an update on your dog. Cheers, by the way. I think I did take a drink of water, but cheers. Did I look at the moon? Is it a full moon? Okay. Here we go. So let's get this party going. Okay. The timer has changed a little bit. Google changed their UI, so it looks a little different now. Okay, here we go. Not too bad. I will say, I did kind of like do a little bit of harmonics and stuff like that yesterday because I had to record something from one of my students. So this isn't me playing cold from like the convention. I just wanted to make that clear. So it's not too bad. I will say that for some reason I'm wanting to resonate notes quite far back in the mouth. I don't know how much of that is just me kind of like, holding everything and being super tense. That tends to kind of mash everything in the back of the mouth. So I am very conscious of keeping everything nice and forward. My high notes nice and high. So that high C did come out, not as strong as I wanted it to, but it did come out. So I'm taking that as a success. Michael, glad to hear that your dog is doing well now. Good, good, good. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of De la Sonorite. Let's just see what's going on here. It looks like we're doing a little bit of a reverse taper as well. So we're looking at the exercise number 3. Okay, let's just see how this goes. So I can work on a little bit more control on these softer notes. That part I think I slipped a little bit. I did 1 octave too high. I was like, why is this like familiar sounding to me? Okay, not bad. We keep going? BNA, thank you so much and have a lovely, lovely evening. Thank you for welcoming me back. You guys are the best, really. Okay, that was not too bad. We'll do a tiny bit of circular breathing. We don't have a lot of time, 20 minutes now. So here we go. Okay. This might not be cute. Did like 2 or 3 okay ones. I'm not mad about that. That one is okay. Hey Bill, how are you? Okay, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad. I can still connect it a little bit better, but considering I haven't done it in weeks, I'm okay with that. That's okay. So I'm remembering to take smaller breaths, and kind of keep that air moving even when I'm just pushing it out from my mouth. Yeah, first time in 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is like way more than I expected coming back after 2 to 3 weeks of not doing this. So I'm okay with it. Okay, let's blow through 102 in Moyse 480 exercises. Okay, this is a nice and short one. So, thank God. Okay. I do want to just kind of like prepare this for next time. Okay, great. Here we go. So scale in fourths. Okay, not too terrible. There's a few spots that I can hear some blips, and I think it's because my fingers are trying to come up off the keys way too far. So I'm just going to check that part, which is actually the first third of this exercise. Yeah, I'm lifting them too far, and I think part of it is because my thumb is working a little bit overtime lifting this half of the flute. So I'm gonna see if I put a little bit more weight into my left hand. I wonder if that's better. Yeah, I think it also has to do, yeah, it also has to do with my ring finger, like because I just used it, it's a little bit more stubborn coming up with the other fingers. So interesting. Good food for thought. Okay. So we're doing some turnarounds, which this was an exercise gifted to me by Nicholas Flute, or Just Another Flute Guy, maker of this flute swab. So I'm trying them out one octave higher. We won't do too many because I do want to be able to at least like do somewhat of a run through of the Ibert movement 3. So let's do like, I don't know, 4 of them, something like that. And I think we do need to use a metronome, or yeah, let's use a metronome. So let's do da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Okay, we'll do 64. Just gonna prop it up here so I can see the ball motion. I want to do it faster. Let's do 70. Oh. I'm going too fast, actually. Running out of air. I want to see if I can get... Let's see if I can get away with not putting in as much air. That one's mean. That's already given me pretty good food for thought. I think what I'll do here now is we'll do 31 and on. So we didn't do too many, we only did 4 today, but I think what 2 things is I need to not blow as hard. So I need to just resonate it where my mouth wants to resonate it, where my flute wants to resonate it in my mouth, that is. And then I won't have to use as much air, which I think will relax me. And since that will relax me down, my fingers won't want to work as hard. And with my fingers not wanting to work as hard, they won't go flying up and down. So I think that is my food for thought of the day. By the way, for the 480, let's see what's coming up next. Coming up next is 235, so I'll write that down for next time. Okay, so put that in here. 235. Excellent. Okay, great. So we have a little less than 10 minutes left, but we are going to see how much of the third movement of the Ibert that I remember. We shall see. Okay, we'll see what happens. Cool. Do you like my flute microphones? Because there's 3 microphones. You guys just can't see them. This is this microphone, which is my talking microphone. And then I have my flute microphones. So thank you. By the way, you say your left thumb was stung by fire ants this week. Oh no! Oh, that's so awful. I hope you're healing well. Talking mic is great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do want this to make this an enjoyable experience for you guys. So that's why I have the separate microphones. Okay, let's see how much I remember. Please tell me that that was correct. It was. It was. Yes. Okay, we keep going. Oh, that first one just escaped my mind. We're going to review that one. Okay, we should probably stop there. Also, you can see timer is up. So I think what I want to do is just, yeah, I think 30 minutes was really my time limit for what I could do. So we're going to do this second half of the of movement 3 tomorrow. Makes sense because this practice session was half of what I normally do. So I'll put here a second half. I think what I want to do just for fun, just for myself though, is I am going to just do a little bit of Rapid as Wildfires, just a bit. I opened it up and I was really looking forward to doing it. So I'm just going to do it for like, I don't know, just a bit, and then I'll clean up. Okay. Okay, that's as much as I can do right now. So I can feel myself waning. So I definitely am noticing that doing those turnarounds is helping me keep my fingers closer to the keys. And that is making this stuff a lot easier, but it's just, I think I still have the muscle memory of letting my fingers fly all over the place. So that is just kind of complicating things a little bit. So I'm just going to keep that in mind. Just kind of keep it in the back burner of my brain that I want to kind of keep, like, really work on keeping the fingers close to the keys. And yeah, I am really feeling the weight of this flute. Woo! I have not deadlifted that type of weight since the convention. You're appreciating the high notes. I'm glad you're appreciating the high notes, Megan. Thank you. And Bill, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate that you're enjoying the overtones. And you started this Moyse De la Sonorite. Fantastic. Yeah, isn't it fantastic? It's so good. Like, even just like those exercises, page 6, page 7, so good. Okay, so I think you guys probably want to have the close-up. So let's do this. And I will, let me get, where's my YouTube chat? There it is. Okay. So now you guys can see me doing the full cleanup process. And I mean, I know that for me, if I was watching, this is the type of stuff I'd love watching. So, okay, not bad. I didn't lose as much as I thought that I did. In fact, I hardly lost much at all. I think what I did lose was some muscle memory of the Ibert, which is understandable. But there are some parts of it that just still came very naturally to me. So I'm not complaining. So I think I just need to go over the parts that did slip my mind. I think that pretty much everything else is like where I left it a few weeks ago, which I am very pleased to see. So yeah, I am feeling very good. Very, very good about this. And let me think. What other reflections do I have about my playing today? I think, for the same reason that I mysteriously got this piece to put here, potentially for a C-foot joint. I am contemplating a lot of the weight issues. And I am very curious to see how that might change in the future. Yeah. 'Cause I'm not sure if the tiredness I'm feeling right now is just because I haven't picked up a flute since the convention. Well, I have. I was teaching like last week and this week. The blue from the polishing cloth looks so nice with the green. Yes, and they are made, if you don't know, they are made by the same maker. Just Another Flute guy, Nicholas Flute. Yeah, he made these. So this is I guess you could call it a prototype. It's not like a full prototype. It's pretty complete. But yeah, I'm personally really enjoying this. I think right now you can, it's up, I think it's, if not now up for pre-sale, if not soon up for pre-sale. So thank you, Sean, for saying that. I really appreciate it. I think the flute and like my career, help me maintain my sense of self, which is very important. It's important actually as a caregiver. So I do feel that being a caregiver for something as terrible as TSW has, I think, actually enhanced my it's enhanced my career in that I can relate to people on a much deeper level. I can relate to music on a much deeper level. And also being a musician is allowing me to be a better caregiver as well. So it's like a positive feedback loop. So you could say that it is like bouncing back, but I think I've stopped seeing, here, I think you guys want to see my flute. So like, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. I think that I have stopped seeing it as bouncing back from, John's flares, because the downside of seeing it as constantly bouncing back from John's flares is that it's cyclical. So because this condition is cyclical, it keeps coming back. There really is no end. And so you have to kind of stop seeing it as something that has an end that you bounce back from. So lately, I think one of my reflections from having met you guys at the convention and have had some very profound conversations with a lot of you about this type of stuff, loss, grief, suffering, like how do you deal with this kind of level of grief and suffering while being a musician? Like I had a lot of conversations with you guys about it at the convention. And it's, like after having those conversations, I was thinking about it more and I was like, I need to stop thinking of my caregiving facet of my life as being in opposition to the career part of my life. I believe that the caregiving facet of my life has actually enhanced my career because there are people that I can relate to that I previously could not. There are people I can reach, and there are people that I can positively be a positive presence for that I could not reach before. And on the flip side, having the flute and constantly being able to come back to the flute has allowed me to continue to have my own identity, even as I continue to caregive. And that is very important for a caregiver. One of the most important things that you need as a caregiver is to have a very strong sense of self and a very strong identity that you hold for your own that is not caregiving. If caregiving becomes your entire identity, you will lose yourself and you will lose the motivation to keep going. You will lose the discipline. You will lose the drive to keep going. So I have actually very recently stopped thinking of it as bouncing back. I think of it as this is my life. This is what's happening. And these two facets of my life are going in tandem. And it's okay. In whatever phase of the flare that we're in, that is just my life is going at tandem. So it means that, but I only have 100% of kind of I have a limited energy. So if the caregiving facet takes more energy, my career can keep going, but just at a slightly slower pace, right? And then when I don't have to caregive as much, then my career can pick up a bit again because I have more energy. So I just have to constantly gauge my energy levels, and that's all I really need to do. I know that to you guys, it can seem like I'm constantly bouncing back, but I've just very recently stopped thinking of it that way. So, I thought I'd just kind of let you guys know. I mean, Sean, you bring up a very good point. So I just wanted to expound on that. I'm not correcting you. I'm just expounding on this kind of very, very recent reflection of mine. For a long time, I thought of my caregiving as in opposition with my career, but I don't think so anymore. Having had these conversations at the convention, I am fully convinced that this is my calling. It is my calling to be a caregiver that also happens to have the profession as a musician. And I think that is, I think that's very needed to have that, to be that person that shows how you balance real life with being a musician. So, because a lot of times, any musician will tell you it's very easy to get head in the clouds. Very, very easy to get head in the clouds. And you need to be brought back down to earth in order really to make really good music. So I'm constantly being brought back down to earth. And I think that it is a good thing. So, yeah. Chef Maiku, It was so awesome to hang out with you at NFA. You guys are the best. Chef Maiku, you were one of them. Henry was the other person. Miguel, I think you did it too, and Phantom. So the four of you really took it to heart and just came straight up to me and said, I'm blank, whatever your username is. And I really appreciated that. Thank you so much. That just kind of totally, like knocked out all of the any sort of like awkwardness or anything. So thank you so much. Am I thinking of getting a Seafoot on its own or possibly convertible? So, well, you asked, so I shall answer. I am ordering a Seafoot joint. I looked into the convertible and I do not think it makes sense. I only think it would have made sense to get a convertible if I was, getting this flute from scratch. So the price point did not make sense. So, yeah, if you guys want to see what a convertible looks like, there is one for sale. I believe it's used on Flute Center. So if you guys want to see what the convertible looks like as IRL as possible, so I am not getting this one. I'm not getting a foot joint that looks like this, but it is very cool and I want you guys to see it. So here, let me see. There. Yeah. So it's those interactions that make memories. Exactly. It was the first time you ever did that, Phantom. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate it. You guys, thank you for taking that to heart. I'm so glad I just straight up told you guys, just come right up to me and say, hi, Joanna, I'm username. So I'll put it out there for you guys, okay? Any of you guys who regularly comment in the comment section and regularly show up in the chat, for the rest of you guys, if you ever see me at a convention, okay, your homework, okay, is to come up to me and say, hi, Joanna, I'm insert your username, okay? So say your username. You gotta just, you just say it that way, okay? It's the fastest, easiest way to get my attention and also for us to just get talking. It was wonderful. So anyway, yeah, right? Isn't this so cool? The convertible is very, very cool. I freaking love it. I think it's so, so cool. But yeah, I am not getting a convertible. I did take a look. I inquired about pricing. And so it did not make sense for me. So I did not get it. But yeah, I got this. I got it from from Weissman himself, I believe. So there you go. Flute Center needs to come to North Carolina if I have any influence. We'll see. Yes. Miguel, you hovered. Thank you so much for hovering. For anyone who is not here at the beginning of the stream, I do want to make it very clear to you guys. If you guys ever see me at a convention, festival, whatever, anywhere, and you want to say hi, okay, the caveat is that you have to want to say hi. If you don't want to, I'm not going to force you, okay? But if you want to say hi, if you want to chat, even if I'm with other people, I want you guys to hover in my line of sight, okay? Because if you are not in my line of sight, if you are behind me, I can't see you. I do not have eyes on the back of my head, okay? So hover in my line of sight, okay? I will notice you, okay? I will notice you, or I will try my best to notice you, okay? And at a good point, I will either loop you into the conversation, or I will try and break away and say hi. All right. So yeah. Yes, I did sign your Taffnell and Gobert. Miguel, thank you so much for asking me to do that, to autograph your Taffnell and Gobert. If you guys ever want to ask for my autograph, I do have an autograph that I have prepared for these types of things. It is not my actual signature, just so you guys know. It is like essentially a publicity autograph. So I do have it prepared. And so that's what I signed in Miguel's Taffnell and Gobert. So if you guys ever want me to sign anything, I would be happy to do so. Yeah, no worries if you have no username. It's all good. Yes, hover, make the funny faces. You know, I'll loop you guys into the conversation. We could just be a big giant group of nerds. It's fantastic. By the way, it's great. We got a group of a whole bunch of us. We're just nerds together. That's how we ended up in Margaritaville. This is a whole bunch of nerds just kind of, like went there. Oh, you're one of those that watched me while growing up. Oh my gosh, Miguel. Oh my God, this is amazing. Freaking amazing. You guys are doing such great things. You guys make me so proud. So proud of you guys. Amazing. Simply amazing. Forgot to ask for, you know what? If you're coming to another convention, ask me again. I would love to see you guys repeatedly. Like, love to. I would love to see you guys repeatedly. Like, don't think to yourself that, like, oh, like, you don't want to, like, bother her, or don't want to, like, show up again. No, please. please show up again. You show up however many times you want. I would love to do repeat visits with you guys. It's like I truly mean it. Okay. I'm like, I don't, like, don't treat me like a celebrity. Okay, please. Like don't treat me that way. Like, come up to me and just be like, hey, like, even if you don't show up in my comment section, my live chat or whatever, I had a lot of people just come right up to me and say, hey, I've been watching your content for a long time, or I grew up watching your content, and, like, my name is blah, 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 etc. And I will ask you guys more about, like, your story, your journey. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys are doing. So, yeah. You guys are so sweet. I love seeing you guys, like, chat with each other too, and talking to you guys. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I would love to meet all of you. So, I shall take my leave. I can see that I've already talked way too long. I knew that I was going to talk way too long today. I was trying to end by 3 p.m. my time, and it is now 3:18. So I don't have actually that much time before I need to log off for the day. I'm trying to make sure that I stick to 8-hour work days. So, yeah, please don't. Yeah. You don't even treat celebrities like celebrities. That's actually fantastic. I think most celebrities would not want you to. Yeah. So we're all humans, okay? We're all just humans, just trying to figure out this life thing. It's not a big deal, okay? So, but yeah, I would love to chat with you guys. That was amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing at the convention. Being able to talk to so many of you, hang out, had breakfast, lunch, and dinner with you guys, and I had ice cream with you guys. It was so fun. It was so fun. I think the one thing that I didn't get to do with you guys, though, was go out to a bar. So I think I want to go out for drinks with you guys too. Like, I know that my channel is, like, all very, like, very PG, very, like, I don't swear. I try not to swear on this channel, because I'm aware that a lot of people watching me are the, like, middle school, high schoolers, etc. Okay, I know that a bunch of you high schoolers swear, okay? But, for the middle schoolers and younger, I really try not to be the influence that makes you swear. I would rather that be the responsibility that someone else holds for influencing you to swear. I do not want to be the one influencing you to swear. I just want to be influencing you to play the flute that matches you. That's all. So, but in real life, I'm sure you guys noticed from talking to me, I am just a very normal person. You know, I drink, I do swear, and, you know, just like kind of like conversational type of stuff. So, you know, I think I would love to go out for drinks with you guys. That would be fantastic. Yeah. I just couldn't pre-game too hard that night. But if we went for like late night drinks, I think that'd be really fun. Yeah. Oh, late night bubble tea is also really fun. That's true, Michael. I think that was the other thing that I would have liked to do, but there's not really like San Antonio, Texas is like not the place for bubble tea. So, oh, okay, guys, my time is up. I've talked too much. I love you all so very much. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. Unlike me. Do what you need for self-care. Like do all the things that make you a better you. And because there is no music without the musician. Love you all so very much. Thank you so much for meeting with me at the convention. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am planning on streaming tomorrow. Probably another of this similar type of length where I mostly talking and then like half hour of playing. Okay, so San Antonio bubble tea coming to get me with that guy. I wonder, is there bubble tea? Is there bubble tea in San Antonio? Like in that convention? I don't think there was. I didn't really see any. Did I? I'm like, anyway, mwah, love you all so very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Do all your self-care things. Take care of yourselves. Laters. Bye.